how you doing? Good evening, it's Middle-Aged Gamer Guy here. We are back for another part in our Back to the Future games. Hi-ho indeed, Moonlight! For anyone who didn't see this afternoon's stream, just go check out within the first just before the end of the first hour, where I had to basically sing hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to work we go. And I think I did a pretty good job of it, seeing that I didn't know all the lyrics and I managed to get them. Cool, redeeming the lights, light blue, that is for you. There you go. If not, I will explain it at the start. I've been quite enjoying this. I wasn't so keen on the first episode, but as we've been getting into this, I've been enjoying this more. I like where they're going with the story with this.
What? Where am I?
Oh, the guitar's been locked away.
Ah, Citizen Plus? Citizen Plus?
Okay. Escape from Marty's Citizen Plus waiting room. Okay, that's the plan.
That's not very relaxing.
Speakers in the ceiling.
Doesn't look like it's on.
No need to thank me for it, Magsy. It was a big laugh. It was great. We're going to the flea market early in the morning. Good father-son activity. Nice! I'm going to get to see my mum and dad.
Doesn't look like it's on.
Okay, nothing seems to be on. Window. I'll have a look out. Oh, it's Jennifer.
Jen? Hey, Jennifer!
She can't see. She's in a soundproof room.
Gotta get her attention.
Okay. What else we got here? Have a look out this window. This is the woman that set Doc up. Finding some treasure between junks. Another intercom.
Make sure the McFly boy is prepped for his Citizen Plus treatment by the time I finish with my husband.
How is Citizen Brown?
I'm afraid it's worse than we imagined. He's gone completely antisocial.
Darn.
We're using every tool at our disposal to snap him out of it. But I fear that nothing short of a complete personality rebuild will bring our leader back to us.
Nice one, Zabs. Thanks for popping in, mate.
Fault.
Appreciate that.
Unbelievable, isn't it? One teenage hooligan has brought Hill Valley to the brink of ruin. Ah, well. Let me know when he's ready. I'll be tending to Citizen Brown.
I gotta get out of here and rescue Doc.
Also corrected to Hungarian. Hey, you did a good job, mate. I knew exactly what it was. Hello, Mr. Newton. How are you? Enjoy your day, Zabs. Have a great time at the flea market tomorrow, mate. Have a good one.
Hey, let me out!
Soundproof, they can't hear. All means chin, by the way. I'm good, Mr.
He's
Newton.
locked up
How are
all
you?
my stuff.
It's
I'll never get that combination on my own.
Okay. So there's combination. What else is in there? Can I listen to the guy on the intercom again?
Hello?
Oh.
What?
Can I get some food? Why is my stuff locked?
Why is all my stuff locked in a cage?
In order to ensure that Citizen Plus patients don't injure themselves, their belongings are placed in a locked box until the completion of their Citizen Plus treatment.
Injure themselves?
It's a very intensive process. Some people can't handle it.
Can I go see Jennifer?
Can I go visit Jennifer Parker? She's right next door.
Citizen Plus patients are not allowed to fraternize. It contaminates the treatments.
Can I take a look at
Can I take a look at my stuff for a second?
Why?
I want to make sure my guitar neck isn't getting bent.
What?
Come on, man. My parents spent a fortune on that thing.
Fine. Back away from the door, sir.
Okay, we're going to see him.
There. How's the guitar?
I guess it's okay.
Good.
Did he not lock that?
I'll never get that combination on
He
my
just
own.
watched him do it. Okay. Go back on the intercom again.
Hello?
Now what?
Now?
Can I get some food?
Hey, could you get me a burger or something? The only food I've had today is a tofu dog.
Regrettably, sir, the rigors of the Citizen Plus treatment require you to begin the process with an empty stomach.
Great. Right, hang on then. Okay. So if I press that, says, is there someone else who can help you out of here? Well, that's going to be that. And then it says, check out the Squawk Box camera. Squawk Box camera. Oh, that one's live.
Martin?
Ah, Dad, is that you?
Who else would it be?
Where are you?
Back in the garage. What are you doing?
Ah,
in
he'll be able
Citizen
to use the
Plus ward?
CCTV to see the
Edna
combination.
threw me in here.
She can't do that to my son. How can I help?
Is there a way I could talk to Jennifer?
Could you let me talk to Jennifer?
Jennifer Parker?
Yeah, she's in the room next door.
Let's see, that'd be waiting room beta. Got it.
You're all patched in, son. Jennifer.
Martin, is that you? Where are you?
I'm over here, in the camera.
Oh, Martin, aren't you in enough trouble already?
Trouble? Jen, what are you talking about?
You know, with all the drinking and the PDAs.
Jennifer, what's wrong with you? You sound strange.
I used to be strange,
Oh,
Martin,
they got to her.
but thanks to my first Citizen Plus treatment, I'm well on my way to becoming an average, well-adjusted teenager.
Oh, shit.
Citizen Plus. Oh, no. Jen, not you too.
Why's your door open?
Why's your door open?
Now that I'm finished with my Citizen Plus treatment, I'm free to go whenever I want. I'm just waiting for the nice guard to escort me out.
Right
Hey,
there.
on your way out, do you think you can help me break out of here?
Oh, I couldn't do that, Martin. It's
She's not
against
gonna
the
help.
rules.
Damn it. Snap
Jen,
out.
snap out of it. This isn't the real you. I mean, it's kind of like the real you, but not like the real you in this timeline.
Wow, that's...
I know, it sounds crazy.
I'd never call you crazy, Martin. You're just sick. I should know, I used to be sick too. But now, I never want to spray paint a Buick or listen to rock music ever again.
What time is it?
Hey, do you know what time it is?
No.
Didn't they give you some kind of digital watch when you were done with all that brainwashing?
The Citizen Plus watch? I won't get one of those for another 5 or 6 treatments.
Oh, rats.
Okay, that don't work then. How'd you wind up
How'd
here?
you wind up in the Citizen Plus program anyway?
My dad signed me up, and it's a good thing, too. I was completely out of control.
I kind of liked it.
Edna's turning people into
Jen,
robots.
this whole Citizen Plus thing is a scam. Edna's using it to take control of everyone in Hill Valley, including her husband.
You know, Citizen Edna told me you were having paranoid delusions, but I had no idea.
No. Okay, have we got any other things? What's the treatment like?
So, what was your Citizen Plus treatment like anyway?
Well, that's weird. I don't really remember. Must be a side effect of the treatments.
Okay.
Could you hang around for a few minutes? It's nice to have someone to talk to.
I'll be here until the guard comes for me. Then I'll really have to tell him about how you're hijacking the cameras.
Oh, come on, don't be a narc.
Shh.
I'm not a narc. I'm a good citizen.
Okay, let's go back to the camera. Talk
Dad.
to me, Dad.
How can I help, son?
Why are you here?
That I'm not happy that you're here, but why are you here?
I'm looking for your mother.
Mom?
After you left, she and I had a big old fight, and, well, she went and signed herself up for a full battery of Citizen Plus treatments.
Sir,
Didn't
okay.
you tell her about Biff?
I tried. But you know your mother. Once she puts her mind to something, she's a regular force of nature.
I figure that if I can just find her, maybe I can talk her out of this foolishness.
Okay. Why not come down here in person? Any advice getting out of here? Edna's out of control. I need to go back in time. I tried to peek past the guards.
I tried to peek over the guard's shoulder to get the combination, but he's too tall.
Over his shoulder? Hold on.
What?
I may have it on tape.
Zoom, enhance.
Go on.
Zoom, enhance. Ha! What?
The camera was high enough to see over his shoulder.
Nice work, Dad.
The combination is 2 left, 8 right, 18 left, 32 right.
All right.
Nice.
Hey, your guitar! I'm sorry I tried to throw it out.
Yeah, the guitar's pretty cool, but this is what I care about.
No fair making your dad all misty, son.
Okay, so what can we do? What can we do? Okay, oh no, hard rocking Jen started becoming a citrus. Right, so let's try talking to her through the window or play the guitar. I don't think she's gonna.
Hey, Jen!
Nah.
What
Let's
are
see if
those
we can get.
windows made of?
I don't know, soundproof. If I talk back to there, see if she can
Dad,
How can I help, son?
patch me back through to Jennifer.
could I talk to Jennifer
Let's see
again?
if we can snap her
Sure
out
thing,
by playing
son.
the guitar.
Jennifer?
What is it, Martin?
Could you come visit
Okay,
me?
forget breaking out. Could you at least come visit me? It's kind of lonely in here.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to see each other until you've undergone your first Citizen Plus treatment.
Why not?
Because your gosh danged hormones are out of control, Martin.
Snap
Come
out.
on,
of it.
Jen. You don't really want a life without rock and roll, do you?
Rock and roll? Ew. Just the thought of the pelvis pulsing 3-chord power ballads you used to play makes me all queasy inside. Blech.
Okay.
Don't go yet, Jen.
I wouldn't dream of it. It'd be against the rules.
Okay. Marty deprogrammed Biff with booze and cigars. What does John love? Well, love rock music. So can I play the guitar and then use the guitar with that?
I can't plug my guitar into that.
Could I play? Plug my guitar into the speaker. Nice.
Okay, Jen, here's a little something I think you're gonna like. At least, I hope you still do.
Martin?
Jennifer.
Here comes a dodgy song.
Martin. Martin? What are you doing?
To it. She gonna snap out of it.
What's going on here?
I have no idea, sir. I was minding my own business when all of a sudden a horrible noise started coming out of that camera.
Well, that's not right.
Yeah, well, neither is this. No one scrambles my brain. You hear me? No one. I'm Jennifer Parker, rock and roller.
Jen?
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, Jen.
No time for small talk, McFly. We need to get you disguised so we can walk out of here.
Yep.
Calvin Klein underwear? Really?
There. How do I look?
A little short for a stormtrooper, but it'll have to
Yeah.
be. Come on.
Nice joke. Say thanks to me dad.
I can't plug my guitar into that.
I didn't want to plug my guitar into that. Just want to.
Dad?
Oh, he's
Dad?
got. He's gone. Okay. All right. Let's go. Not sure about the gameplay on this. I need to shoot stuff or go fishing. Ha! Yeah.
Okay,
This,
Hotshot, what's next?
Now we rescue Citizen
this is like a
Brown,
good
get
old
the
point
hell
and click
outta here
adventure,
and get
mate. Things like
back to
Monkey
the way
Island.
they're supposed to be.
That's what this is
Whatever,
like.
just as long as I get to break some stuff. I've got a
It's
lot
very
of
different
pent-up
to the other
hostility
Telltale
right now,
games.
You know?
Miss Parker,
What the?
Yeah.
I'm here to escort you to the lobby. Your father's waiting for you.
Can he wait? I was hoping that this attractive young man could take me on a tour of the facilities.
I'm afraid I really must insist, miss.
He says, "Oh my God,
Relax,
it's Monkey
Jennifer.
Island."
I've
Foxy
got
understood the reference.
everything under
Yes.
control.
Really?
Really.
Okay then. But first...
What was that for?
For saving me, dummy. Let's go, officer.
You know, I'm probably gonna have to write you up for a PDA violation.
Bite me.
What?
Rock and roll.
Okay. Rescue Citizen Brown from the Citizen Plus procedure. Oh, there you go. Achievement. The power of love. There you go. Right. Well,
There's no one in my cell to talk to.
that's true. I keep going. Yeah, most Telltale games are... Oh, there's an amplifier.
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's. He's not allowed to eat it until he's taken his pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
I'm on a diet at the
Let me
moment. The
try.
food chat the
I
other
could
day
be
nearly killed
pretty
me. I may
persuasive.
tell you.
No.
I was so hungry after that. It's ridiculous.
Don't worry, Emmett. It'll
Food
all
tray.
be over soon.
Have I got anything that I can use? No, so I've just got a copy of the paper, picture of my dad, and the guitar. Okay. What else can I talk to the guard about?
Hey,
Shh, busy.
Oh, okay, he's not going to talk to me. Can I knock the can over?
Don't touch that. I need the caffeine.
Okay.
Can I have some of that? Feels like I haven't eaten in years.
No, that's Tannen's.
That's that
He's
bit,
not
okay.
allowed to eat it
All right,
until he's
yeah,
taken
yeah.
his
We know that.
pacification pill. We tried to give it to him an hour ago, but he still hasn't swallowed it.
Let me try.
I could be pretty persuasive.
No.
Slurp. Okay. Okay. Is this...
Wow, they've really got this door locked up tight. I wonder what sick freak they've got in here.
Biff?
Ah!
Yeah,
I should have known.
Biff's in there.
Hi, Biff.
Why's it not
Looks
working?
like your intercom's busted. Just as well. It'd probably be just a bunch of swearing and mixed metaphors anyway.
Eat your pill.
The guard says I'm not supposed to give you any food until you swallow your pill.
I guess who's not going to eat it?
Disengage oxygen.
Okay. So it says, you'll never free Citizen Brown until you get rid of the technician at Citizen Plus controls. Biff's too out of control to be useful, but that pill he was supposed to swallow might come in handy. Right,
It'll
can
override.
I reach it from the crack under
I'd
the
never
door?
get my hand under there.
What about use the newspaper? Like, use item. Use that, get the pill. Get him to drop the try swallowing the pill again. Drop it on the paper, pull the paper out. Hello, Tunes, how you
Hi,
doing?
Biff.
Eat your pill.
Come on, Biff. Just swallow your pill.
Then he'll spit it back out again. Nice. Right, pull the paper. Pull
I'd
the
never
paper.
get my hand under there.
Pick up the paper, you dickheads. Thank you. Got it.
Oh, Biff spit.
Yeah, I love Domino's, but it's too expensive. Mate, I love Domino's as well. Lizzie loves Domino's. Right, put the pill in the drink. Select the pill, put it in the drink.
Hey, is that a public display of affection over there?
What?
Doink.
Sorry, it was just a shadow.
Stop goofing around and get back to work.
Yes, sir.
He's going to take a sip. There you go. Oh, I'm very good, mate. How are you, Tunesy? Oh.
Jeez.
That
Really
worked.
feeding Biff horse tranquilizers?
Jesus. Okay.
You, God.
Who, me?
I mean, me?
Yes, you. As you can see, that slacker of a technician is sleeping on the job again. Please be a dear and tend to the Citizen Plus control panel, will you?
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, Doc. I'm in. Now, how do I get you out of here without turning you into a vegetable?
Rebalance the limbic inverter.
Rescue citizen. Okay. So basically, you've taken control of Citizen Brown, Citizen Plus procedure, but you still can't just waltz down there and will him out. Maybe you can propel him out. Okay, let's have a look at the control panel.
Jeez, where's the off button on this thing? Hey, an equalizer. At least, I think it's an equalizer.
Optic slider. Volume slider. Tactile slider. Gastrosensory slider. And olfactory slider. Whatever the hell that is. Right, let's try this. Optics. Oh, no. What about if we turn like... Oh, no. We turn everything up. What else it says? That speaker looks mighty familiar. Can we just whack it all up to 11? See what happens when you push the volume controls all the way up. Right, okay.
What are you doing over there, citizen?
So, turn that down. Okay. Oh, the volume will shoot him across out of the thing. Right, here we go.
Volume. Finally, a word I can understand.
Turn it all up. The speaker will blast him out of the room. Here we go. Wait for it.
Okay, that moved him a few inches. Maybe I can blast him right out the door.
But then how can I... Is there something I can plug? Can I plug the guitar into the control panel? So let's grab the guitar. Use that. Here we go.
There's no jack.
Oh shit. Okay, that's not going to work then. Oh, there's a microphone. Can I get round to the microphone?
I think whipping out my guitar in front of Edna might be a giveaway.
Okay, that's not going to work then.
Go, Emmett. When you...
Okay, what does it say? Turn up the volume, nudge Citizen Brown's gurney a little bit. Maybe you can amplify that effect. Edna seems to be able to talk to Citizen Brown through her microphone. Yeah, I got that. You'll have to get Edna out of the observation deck.
Wake up, you'll be a whole
Okay.
new person.
If I knock on.
What are you doing in here?
Looking for the bathroom?
The next scheduled bathroom break isn't for another 158 minutes.
Jesus.
Right.
Well, that didn't work. What about if we try and get Biff out? When can I, what about...
Jeez, he looks miserable.
Okay. What else can I do? Oh, God. What about the intercom? Can I plug the guitar into the intercom? Is that doing anything?
Jeez, everyone's
Change the
a
lights.
critic.
Okay, Foxy, what colour? So that didn't work. Anything else I can do? Orange. Okay. Ta-da! There you go, Foxy.
I'm sorry about the discomfort, my...
I can't plug my guitar into that.
Okay, forget about the guitar.
I almost feel sorry for the poor guy. Almost.
What about if...
Hi, Biff.
You want out?
Want out of here, big guy?
Go on.
Guess they don't work.
Oh, the keys don't work. Guess who?
Hey, Biff. Guess who your guard is? Peekaboo.
Oh, that's made him more angry. Okay, forget that then.
Bye, Biff.
So that's not going to work. So, what else is it saying? Push the olfactory slider all the way up. Now, what's the olfactory slider? Orange like my fur. Whoop, whoop. Right, where's the olfactory slider then?
Olfactory? I think I know what that means.
I don't. Oh. That's gas.
What the?
Looks like the aroma tanks have clogged themselves again.
Okay.
Oh, thank you. I hadn't noticed that. Come on, make yourself useful.
Right, she's going to go out. Right, now we can get to the microphone. Okay.
I'm sorry about the delay, dear. This'd go a lot easier if you just gave up this madness about time machines and altering the past. You should concentrate on the future.
There is no future for us.
You won't think that in a few more hours.
Edna, please.
Okay,
think
go,
about
go,
the
go, 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 go.
consequences of your actions.
Run.
Me? You're the one
Go for the door.
threatening the social...
Go up to the mic.
Check. Sibilance. Sibilance.
What was that?
Plug the guitar. Plug the guitar. Or play the guitar through the amp. There you go. Wait for it.
Hey, Doc, let's get ready to blow this joint.
What was that? You!
Huh.
What are you doing?
Get my friend out of here, you nutcase.
Oh, that didn't work.
Okay, that was a little less dramatic than I had expected. Whoa!
We should have just done that at the start. That worked.
Let's go, Your Honor.
What? I can't hear you.
You're welcome.
To him, you slackers!
Attention citizens. This is an Omega-1 priority alert. Potentially disruptive non-conforming
Rescued Citizen Brown.
in the courthouse. Please return to your homes until the situation has been resolved.
Uh-oh.
Have a nice day.
All the guards are looking for us. Are we hiding in the bins? Yeah. Okay. What was Edna?
What the heck was Edna doing to you back there?
She was trying to rebuild my personality from the ground up. Erasing the parts
Hello, Mia.
she didn't
Oh,
like.
don't start saying it's
Hush.
too warm. It was nice today.
Hey, it's my
It's been
mom.
crap for months.
Hey,
Don't talk to her. She could give us away.
Hope you're all right, Mia.
what do we do now?
Now we wait for the guards to
It's far
come
too
out so we
hot.
can make a
No,
break for
don't
time.
say that. We've had a shit spring. We're literally
Shouldn't we
like
go help?
2
Once
days
we
left
back
of
and
spring.
change history, none of this will
Oh, don't you start, Moonlight.
I guess.
Right, where is the
Where
door?
is the DeLorean anyway?
I had the wreck towed to my secret lab near Clayton Ravine.
Clayton Ravine, as in Clara Clayton?
Why is that significant?
Yes, it is.
Clara's kind of supposed to be your wife, so...
Yeah, minus the fact that I can't sleep because it's too bloody hot
Fashion.
and I'm swearing. Well, sit here and watch this and swear then, instead. Sweating, not swearing.
All right,
Okay.
Dad.
I thought you were like, yeah, why are you swearing? Like, guys, God, that's too fucking hot. Ah. Right, why'd you...
No offense, Your Honor, but why'd you marry
Oh,
Edna
dear.
anyway? She's
Sorry about that.
kind of crazy.
Autocorrect.
Yes, now.
At its worst.
But back when we were first dating, her madness was tempered by an ironclad sense of right and wrong. At least, that's how it seemed to me at the time.
There you go. PDA.
Mom, Dad, no!
They'll be fine. Once we repair the time stream, none of this will ever have happened.
I guess you're right.
Already ditched the duvet for a blanket and it's still too warm. Can't win. Well, just don't be swearing
Looks
at the
like
duvet.
the coast is clear.
I mean, sweating. I mean, swearing. I don't know.
Great! Let's go fix the DeLorean.
I'm afraid I'll have to do that without you, Martin.
What? Why?
Well, from what little I understand of time travel, if you help me rebuild the time machine, your presence in the repair efforts could cause some sort of temporal paradox after we return to 1931.
So what am I supposed to do? Just hang out here in Bizarro Hill Valley until you fix the time machine?
Exactly. But don't worry. If
Oh,
things
God,
work out
they
according
banned
to
alcohol
plan,
in the
you won't
future.
even notice I'm gone.
You know, for a second there, you sounded almost as confusing as the real Doc.
See? We're making progress already. See you soon, Martin.
It's cold.
Good luck, Your Honor.
Okay.
Oh, and you might want to stay off the streets for a few seconds.
few seconds, don't you mean?
Stay off the street. Citizen Brown?
He's gone.
Emmett?
Okay. What to do next? Citizen Brown, sure he's taken a while. Maybe you should go look for him. Is that all it is? Wait for Citizen...
He's not coming back, you
Oh,
know.
shit.
What are you talking
I know,
about?
no alcohol.
Emmett, without me to guide him, he's almost useless. Before I found him, he was
oh,
a
God, I'm going to say that
miserable
correct. Sorry.
failure who
CMAS
never
Gaming
finished
11, thank you so much for the
anything.
follow.
But with me to inspire him.
That's actually
Look at what we've
307
built.
followers, Moonlight. 307. So we'll be doing a Jackbox party because I hit 300 followers on the last stream. So Jackbox party on Wednesday night for everybody. Hey, Becca. Oh, why was I in the bin? I was hiding. My character was hiding in the bin.
You're not the only inspiration.
Good to
in
see you
Doc's
again,
life,
Becca.
You know. In my
Thanks again for the
timeline,
follow
you married
earlier
one of
today.
the sweetest women of the 19th century.
Sweetness. Blech. Emmett needs discipline to stay focused. He's so easily distracted.
He's capable of doing.
You think you've inspired Doc? I'll have you know that without you, Emmett Brown is destined to build a time-traveling DeLorean and a flying time train.
Preposterous. Emmett couldn't even build a dog feeder without me to guide him.
Yeah, well, he did that too.
I'll come join for once if I don't fall asleep, which I'm doing now because I'm knackered. That's because you're doing all those
And
hours
you
and stuff.
inspired him all right. Inspired him to turn Hill Valley into a bunch of uptight dorks.
I wouldn't expect a delinquent like you to understand.
Okay, Your Honor. Starting to get a little concerned here.
Oh, here's the car. Huh.
It worked! Ha ha! 1 second I'm in the present, the next I'm 6 months in the past. Amazing!
6 months? It took you 6 months to repair the time machine?
6 months? My
I have 2 late shifts tomorrow and Monday, then I'm off till Friday when I'm in at 8. Well, I'm streaming tomorrow night is the Rocket League stream for the VIPs.
You need help.
No streams Monday, and then we're back Tuesday. Talk show Tuesday, and so on and so on. But Wednesday's Jackbox night.
How long have you been waiting for me?
A couple of minutes, maybe?
Yeah, a couple of minutes.
That's curious. I set the repair time circuits to arrive only a couple of seconds after I left. Oh, well, I'm sure there's no need for concern. It's probably just a minor miscalibration of the time circuits. Here.
What's this?
Clothes for our trip. We can't have you traipsing around 1931 in that ridiculous outfit.
Wait, our trip?
You didn't think I was going to let you erase the worst mistake of my life without my help, did you?
Ha!
Fine, leave. I'll ruin you, Emmett! I run this town.
You don't run shit now, lady. Because we're getting out.
Time circuit set for August 26, 1931. You ready to go, Your Honor?
No problem. Enjoyed stream earlier. Good missed start stream. Don't worry. It's all there on the catch up on the channel. So if you ever want to watch anything, it's there for the next 2 months. You can watch up to 2 months of stuff that I've done. Whee! There we go. Going back to 1936.
This is where I last
Blimey,
saw
you need a
him.
haircut.
You, teenage you.
Oh
You
yeah,
were headed
Moonlight. How
this
did your
way,
haircut go?
Arm in arm with Edna.
Luckily, my erstwhile wife was never the type to kiss on a first date. If we work fast and stay focused, we can see to it that our relationship never moves beyond the hand-holding stage. Well, will you look at that? The old town theater.
What about it?
What about it?
I haven't thought about this place in years. The missus made me tear it down back in '71. Said the movies were corrupting the younger generation.
I do, but I still want to have it well kept. So visits to the barber is due.
Countless evenings here in my youth.
Nice.
Never turned me into a hoodlum. Say, remember Public Enemy? Why, you dirty rat, no good yellow-bellied stool. I never did manage to see Frankenstein, though.
But you're going to now.
You're going to. That's what we're here for, remember?
Right, of course. The film that was supposed to set off a chain reaction in my imagination, inspiring with a notion that would launch my scientific career.
You've still got no memory of what that notion was?
Oh, careful, don't get run over.
How could
Doing
I?
quite fine.
Having
Watching
a
Mag
play
while
with
farming
Emmett
on
Brown.
World of Warcraft.
Emmett Brown now erased
Nice one,
by the
Foxy.
shifting sands of time. Luckily for us, I do know something about my own.
What's everyone
brain,
else been
having
playing
lived in
today?
it for the past 70+ years. Once we get my younger self inspired by that movie, nothing will distract him from his proper. Great Scott! Will you look at that?
The town square?
It's just like I remember it, only dirtier. Oh, the old courthouse.
Come on now, Doc. You need to go inside and check it out.
Is that
First
them?
rule of time travel, Doc?
Never meet
allow
yourself.
your other self to catch sight of you. It can cause reality to collapse.
Guess
or
I should do a
something.
face reveal later on.
Right behind you. Don't peek.
Oh, there you go.
Go on.
There's a younger
I'll let you
version
know
of
when
him.
you're gone. And don't forget, you're Carl Sagan.
The billions and billions guy?
The suspected arsonist.
Huh?
Just go with it.
Okay, let's go talk to Doc. The younger version of Doc. That is.
Harry! You do show up at the oddest moments. Where have you been hiding?
In 1986.
Oh, you know, here and there, you're a little hard to pin down yourself. I went looking for you last night, but...
I believe I was off entertaining a beautiful lady. You know, I never really got a chance to thank you.
Well, I'm sure you would have escaped Kid on your own.
Kid? Oh, sure, I'm grateful for that, but no, I'm talking about Edna. It's funny to think of now, but until that crisis, I actually thought Edna and I disliked one another.
You look like an idiot.
Imagine.
Why is that then? Forget
Yeah, well, we make a lot of mistakes when we're not seeing straight. The thing is, you shouldn't let Edna distract you from, you know, the business at hand. Finishing your project for the expo and going to see Frankenstein.
Oh, pshaw. I'm far too busy for movies these days.
But,
And as for my project, it's practically done.
The rocket car?
The rocket car? Boy, are you out of date. I've junked the rocket car.
But...
More trouble than it's worth. I'll never figure out a propulsion system that does what I want it to do. And besides, its social utility is practically non-existent.
Social utility?
Social utility? Since when do you care about...
The mental alignment meter is a much more worthy project.
The what?
It was Edna's idea, and she's really been cracking the whip to get me to complete it in time for the expo.
Emmett, I'm a little confused here.
You've only had one
What
date.
day is it?
Why, it's opening day. The opening day of the expo. Which reminds me, I'd better skedaddle back to the lab.
Oh, crap, we've
If
jumped
Edna
a couple
catches
of
me
months.
dawdling, there'll be heck to pay. Catch you around,
Haven't we?
Callahan.
October 12th. Doc?
Go back to the courthouse doors. We haven't jumped a couple of hours, we've jumped a couple of weeks by the looks of it. Sounds like Perfect Evening Night. Is that game any good?
Come to think of it, it is a bit brisk for August.
Oh, we're
Just
2
played
months
some
late.
Warzone earlier.
The expo's about to start, and teenage
Cool, I
you
like a
is
bit of
already
Warzone
getting
every
over his
now and
head
then.
with Edna.
Oh,
We
we
played it a
did
couple
have
of times on here.
tendency to plunge into things.
Let's plunge into the DeLorean and get to the right date.
No, it's far too risky. Remember how I was late picking you up in '86?
Yeah?
That should have been a tip-off. Something is horribly wrong with the time circuits, and the problem appears to be getting worse. If
Nice.
we try to jump now,
Nice
we
one,
could
Foxy.
find ourselves stranded in the Cenozoic age. Oh, worse, the Mesozoic.
Then we're stuck?
For the time being, I'll look into the problem and see what I can do. In the meantime, you can go to work on the other problem.
Right. I'll go to the lab and see if I can talk teenage you out of...
Impossible. If young me is already as infatuated as you say, you're not going to be able to talk him out of anything. Believe me, I remember. Better to focus on the more clear-headed half of the couple.
Edna, where can I find her?
Where do you think?
at the expo.
The DeLorean should still function adequately as a means of conveyance in the first 3 dimensions.
Going to the expo. Here we go. Hill Valley High School.
You were right. There she is.
My soon-to-be ex-future wife is nothing if not predictable.
Do I really have to talk to her? I mean, couldn't I just hang out until you fix the time circuits and...
Oh.
I'll talk to her.
Yeah, that's not working.
You better get the DeLorean out of sight before someone...
Hey, you! Quit blocking the drive! All car of the future contestants need to report to the North Tent.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? I'm getting a bit bored of the games I'm currently playing. As played too much, need to find some new games to play. So any suggestion we appreciate it. I'm on Xbox. You got Game Pass, Becca? Because I stream everything off my Xbox. There we go. Yes, I do. Okay, there's a couple of what your favourite kind of games? Action,
It's not exactly
adventure,
an obscure name.
RPGs, sport.
I still don't see it on the list. I'm sorry.
Oh, for the love... Let me try this one more time. This is the Hill Valley Science Expo, right?
First annual.
Indeed. The purpose of our fair is to showcase cutting-edge technology.
That's right. And to burnish Hill Valley's reputation as a forward-thinking community.
And yet, you want to exclude the maker of the most revolutionary breakthrough of all.
It's not that I want to, but... oh, dear.
More action and adventure.
Mr. Callahan!
Okay.
You do pop up at the
So-
oddest times. What are you doing here?
I would suggest on Game Pass at the moment, there's Resident Evil 7, if you like some action horror. There's the Doom games. There's Just Cause 4 got added, which is like an open world adventure game, action game.
I need to...
Whatever it is, I hope you don't have to deal with Mr.
What else is
Stonewall
there?
here. His sole function seems to be preventing people from accomplishing their
Man-Eater,
business.
which is where you play a
Honestly,
shark
with him
that attacks
keeping the books,
people.
it's a wonder the
That got
Tan
added
gang
last
got
week.
as far as they did.
Have
you seen Emmett?
Yes.
Yeah, just now, in the town square.
Oh, then you've heard all about his big breakthrough, the mental alignment meter. Isn't it exciting? And to think, he didn't even realize the import of his discovery until I pointed it out to him. I've never known
Do you like
anyone
horror
like
action
him,
or
so
just
oblivious
action and
to his
adventure?
own potential.
I kind of wanted to talk to you about Emmett and his potential.
Funny, I didn't spot it myself at first. In fact, for the longest time, I thought I didn't even like him.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you know, those gut instincts are important. If you disliked him right off the bat.
Oh, but I didn't know him then. Now I know him inside and out.
Yeah, but...
I appreciate your concerns, Mr. Callahan, but I can take care of myself. I know what I'm looking for in a man, and it so happens Emmett fits the bill to a T. That's Emmett Brown.
Cheers, Foxy.
Rhymes with
I need that.
clown,
Everyone looks awesome
which
to
I'm
me,
beginning
especially
to think
Tunes.
you are.
Maggie's all right.
Just a simple mix-up, I'm sure.
I've no doubt of that.
Cheers, Foxy. You know how to make me laugh. Okay, so let's see what it says. If you want to break up Edna and Emmett, you'll need to talk to Edna. Edna may seem busy, but keep at it. Talk to Edna. Right, okay, yeah, so just basically keep harassing her.
You said that Emmett fits your bill of requirements for a man.
Yes?
What would that list be exactly?
You'd make a good reporter, Mr. Callahan. You know that? Well, his physical appearance for one thing. Emmett may not be Clark Gable, but he cleans up surprisingly well. I gave him my grandfather's white suit to wear at the expo. Oh, you should see him in it. He looks positively radiant.
Looks good in a suit. Got it.
And he's completely devoted to me.
Sunset
That's
Overdrive's
important.
another good one,
I've
Becca.
got no time
That's
or
a
tolerance
really
for
good fun
playboys.
game.
Faithful as a Labrador. Check.
Thirdly,
It's a good
and most
action,
important,
open world game,
Yes.
which is
well,
really
his
funny
mind, of course.
as well.
It's brilliant, and it's virtuous through and through. His own mind map shows him to be a model citizen.
Good brain. I see. And if it turned out that you were mistaken about any of these qualities...
Say, what's your game?
Just curious, just trying to understand the female mind.
Cool.
Well, understand
horror
this.
games on there.
I'm not some faint-hearted
You've got
girl
the Medium,
who'd run away at
which
the
we
first
actually
hint of
finished
trouble. I've made a big
this week.
investment in Emmett.
We've done all the playthroughs
Not
of
money,
that.
but I've sunk all my ambitions into
The Evil
him.
Within.
I'd have to
We're
be thoroughly
streaming that
disillusioned before I'd
at the
call it
moment.
quits
We're halfway
with
through
Emmett.
that.
Got it?
There's quite a few good
Now, Mr. Cub
horror
Reporter,
action. Resident
is
Evil
there
7's a
anything
good
else?
one, though. You don't know Emmett like I. It's all good. It's good, Emmett. What's a mental alignment?
What the heck is this mental alignment meter of Emmett's?
Oh, it's an absolutely revolutionary invention. Measures a person's affinities, what he's attracted to, what he's repulsed by, that sort of thing.
Okay.
Interesting. And it really works?
Well, of course. What's the point of inventing something that doesn't work? Or, anyway, it works well enough for my purposes.
If you want any suggestions of games, in our Discord, there is a whole list of every single game I've streamed since October. And nearly all of them, bar a couple, are on Game Pass. So if you want to have a look through that list, that might help you. Now, some of them have come off Game Pass, but I'll say the majority of the games there are on there.
Rather hard for me to picture Emmett as a chick magnet.
Chick magnet?
A guy who gets the girls, motors running.
Motors?
Who makes them, you know.
You mean a chic?
Yeah.
Well, it's a matter of taste, I suppose, but
It's official.
when he's
Moonlight looks like Arya
pomaded
Stark
and
from Game of
decked out
Thrones.
in my grandfather's white suit, Emmett just glows. Makes
But
my
Arya killed
heart
the White
flutter a
Walkers.
bit just to
Spoiler
picture
alert.
him.
You say you know Emmett is a model citizen, but you don't know him as well as I do. Did you know he once cheated some Libyans out of plutonium?
Don't watch Game of Thrones, but I'm sure it'll suit you.
Plutonium? What would Libyans want with plutonium? I'm sure he had a very good reason. Emmett's mind map demonstrates conclusively his brain is oriented
Maisie
toward
Williams.
virtue.
Is that who you mean? Maisie Williams. He was also in that X-Men film you like, Moonlight. The New Mutants. He stole a train.
This one time, to power one of his science experiments, Emmett hijacked a train.
Please, there hasn't been a train hijacking in Hill Valley since the days of Mad Dog Tannen.
Exactly.
Emmett's done a lot of shady things in his time.
That's
My
all
vice
right. No worries,
principal
Becca.
warned
If
me
you
to
need
stay
anything
away
else, just
from
drop
him.
us a line.
Your
I'm
vice
happy to
principal
suggest
sounds like
stuff.
a dolt.
There's a ton of Game Pass games. I stream a lot of Game Pass games on here. A heck of a lot. So there you go. Always happy to give suggestions when I can. Okay, what else?
That's all the questions I got.
Very well, then.
Oh, she's going to be called in.
Hey, Audie. You seen my Oriole?
You mean this?
Yeah,
Huh.
thanks.
She gets to come and go freely, and I'm forced to wait. I love it.
Sure. Okay. So, Edna believes that Emmett doesn't look at other women. Who can we enlist? Oh, right. So we go talk to the girl. Can we enlist to make her believe otherwise? Go talk to Trixie. Right. When did you start this game? Literally 3 weeks ago. We're basically, there's 5 parts in it. And we're playing a part each week. Because they're like, it's weird because have you heard of the Telltale games, Becca? Night, Paulie. Take care, mate. See you soon. Because like the Walking Dead games, etc.
To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who approach these hallowed halls, I bid thee welcome. To all who... Oh, hiya, kid. Say, aren't you the fellow who...
Got you to turn on Kid Tannen? You bet.
You look younger without your mustache. That was a dirty trick, you know, making me think Kid had gone and iced Audie.
I'm sorry, but it was the only way I could...
Forget about it. I'm trying to. Yesterday's in the past. That's my motto. You gotta live for today.
Right.
So what are you doing down here anyway? Do you wish to pull the levers that control the future? At the expo, silly. Technology for a better tomorrow and all that.
Oh, yeah, that's actually why I'm here.
Yes, I played some of them type games before. So we've streamed a lot of... We've done all the Walking Deads except the last season. Then we did the first Batman season. Then we did Guardians of the Galaxy. And then people voted for this. So we've got this week and next week, and this finishes, and then we've got Tales of the Borderlands, and then we've got the second Batman one. Hopefully by that time we'll do the last thing. So we get people to vote on which Telltale games we're doing. So yeah, so normally they're all in 5 parts. So we normally do each one in about 5 weeks. Help me make Edna jealous.
Listen, I've got a proposal for you. I have this friend, right?
No dice. I'm only seeing Artie now.
It's not like that. See, my friend's in a relationship with Edna Strickland.
Oh, poor schmuck. I wouldn't wish her on anyone.
Then you see where I'm coming from. He won't listen to reason, but I thought she might call it off if she thought he and you were, you know.
Ah, you are an evil imp, ain't ya?
Sometimes a guy's got to resort to underhanded tricks. What do you say?
Sorry.
Ah.
Edna might be a pill, but if I play dirty tricks on every dame who disapproves of me, well, I'd play a lot of dirty tricks. Besides, such stunts are beneath the dignity of Techne, Muse of Progress.
Artie works here.
So Artie's working for the expo too, huh?
Oh, Artie's doing swell. The papers made a big deal of him testifying against Kid. People have been beating down his door ever since the trial. The expo's darn lucky they could get him.
What's the story with the expo?
Whose idea was it to put a science and technology expo in Hill Valley?
Beats me. Artie says it's all bred in circuses. But I ain't seen a single clown yet today.
Okay. How's Kid?
How's Kid's trial going?
Slowly. You know what they say. The wheels of justice grind slowly, but infinitely fine.
Except in Hill Valley, where they don't move
Just
at
sort of
all.
lurk, Moonlight?
What?
Nothing. It's just, you know, something I heard once. So no regrets about turning him in?
None at all. I should have known better than to take up with him in the first place. But what can I say? I was dumb. I let myself get taken in by his charm.
Charm?
What does Artie do here?
What's Artie's job?
Oh, he's a real high muckety-muck at the expo. He's in charge of all the money, and the hiring and firing.
Hey, not bad.
You're telling me, and super respectable, too. It's a real relief for him to have a job where the boss never pulls a gun on him.
Glad you and Artie are happy.
It's good to see that you and Artie are both doing okay.
We're more than okay. And if things keep going the way they're going, we may be more than just friends before you know it.
Well, don't get too serious too fast.
Nah, we're keeping things casual, for now.
Good. I'm sure Grandma will appreciate that.
So, what else?
See you, Trixie.
From this chamber of wonders, we bid you a fond adieu.
Okay, what else does it say? Trixie won't help make Edna jealous unless Edna does something mean to her. Okay, maybe talk to Edna about Trixie. Right, okay. Yeah, let's do that then. So let's rile up Edna then.
Back again, Mr. Callahan? What can I help you with?
I was thinking.
It's good, Emmets settling down. I talked to Trixie.
I found out about Trixie Trotter.
Yes?
Apparently they made her some sort of queen of the festival. Techne, the muse of progress.
They didn't. Well, they said this expo would give Hill Valley a reputation. I didn't realize this is what they meant.
What have you got against Trixie?
It's the idea of it. Allowing our city to be represented by a woman like that. I won't stand for it. As a socially conscious citizen, I demand you discharge that muse.
Trixie? What's wrong with her?
Oh, she's hardly qualified for an honorific post at a public event.
Look, lady, she fits the costume. She's an American citizen, and she managed to memorize all her lines. What more qualifications do you want?
She's going to go over another one.
These people are impossible.
You want to get Trixie fired?
Why do you want to get Trixie fired?
One simply can't allow women like that to attain positions of respect in society. It creates a very bad precedent for the future.
Does it?
But try telling it to this poor sap. She's got him completely steamrolled. That's how they operate.
Is it?
Still, I could get her discharged if I had the goods on her. No doubt a woman like that has left a trail of scandal, and I'd find it if I were still a reporter. But I haven't got time to do the legwork now. I'm too busy with Emmett and his invention.
You'd get fired in a heartbeat.
So you wouldn't hesitate to get Trixie fired from her job?
If I had the goods on her. She's obviously got her employer completely bamboozled. The only way to snap him out of his spell would be to show him something really shocking.
Okay.
That's all the questions I got.
Very well,
Right.
then.
So let's go back to Trixie.
How about you? Have you got any questions for me?
No.
Then kindly let me pass.
I'm afraid I can't until I've located your registration form.
Oh, this is absurd!
Longest, shortest queue ever. There's only one person in the queue. Right, let's talk to Trixie.
To all who approach these hallowed halls. What's cooking?
Ideas. Up here.
Yeah, so come on, help me out with Edna.
Look, my friend Emmett really needs help.
The one who's going out with Edna Strickland? You're darn right he needs help.
I'm not asking you to actually seduce him. Just make her think that you two have a thing going. It'll drive her crazy.
I guess it would.
So...
I wouldn't do that to another girl unless I was good and mad at her. And besides, it might tarnish my image as a muse.
Hang on then.
See you, Trixie.
Don't be a
So,
stranger.
she's not biting onto that. So, Edna isn't very happy about Trixie's new job. Maybe you could arrange to have Edna get Trixie fired. Someone around here has worked with Trixie in the past. Cue Ball. Where's Cue Ball? Is that the guy at the door? The guy?
Hey, excuse me.
Yeah?
When does the expo
Not
open?
till tonight. Anybody without official business here, please get off the grounds! You got official business here?
Yeah.
Well, stay out of the way of the workers.
Jesus.
You look familiar. Do I know you?
Nope.
Okay, so that's not going to work. So where's Cue Ball then? What about Arthur? Can we talk to Arthur?
Hey, Artie.
Officer!
Officer?
Right. Don't blow your cover.
Will you please keep your mind on the task at hand?
Can't talk right now.
Okay, right, so he's not going to talk to me. So where's this other guy? Where's Cue Ball? Oh, hang on. There he is. He's standing by the truck. I recognise him. Let's go talk to him. Oh, where's my character gone? Whoop. Controls have gone a bit wonky. Is he? Cue Ball.
Oh, jeez, this guy again.
Funny, I was gonna say the same thing.
Shouldn't
you be in jail with the rest of Kid's gang?
I was, but then an opportunity availed itself and I...
Sang like a canary.
I prefer to think of it as exhibiting an admirable sense of self-preservation.
Will you be playing for Trixie later?
Will you be playing piano for Trixie later?
Nah.
Why not?
Because little Miss Goody Two-Shoes thinks she's too respectable for Cue Ball these days.
You seem angry
You
about
seem kind of angry about Trixie.
Angry? Listen, kid, me and Trixie go way back. I know stuff about her that even Kid doesn't know. Stuff that curl your socks.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for the
Now to
host,
see
Becca.
you flouncing around the place,
Greatly
making
appreciate
like a
it.
stink don't smell. It just, well, it just cheeses me off, you know?
What's so toe curling about Trixie's past?
So what's so, toe curling about Trixie's past?
Yeah, like I'm gonna tell you.
Oh, come on.
No.
Tell you what, I'll tell you something embarrassing about me first.
Like what?
My mum saw me in my underwear. My mum came on to me.
Well, under the influence of alcohol, my mom made a pass at me.
Ooh. All right, Junior, you win. That was pretty embarrassing. Almost as embarrassing as this.
Is that Trixie?
Yep.
She's not wearing much.
No,
She's wearing a moose.
She did a lot of these artistic postcards a few years ago. I got a whole set of them.
Can I, have one?
I don't know. You ain't gonna do nothing bad with it, are you?
Hey, I promise. I'll only use it for the greater good.
Wow. Okay.
Nice one. What's with your teeth?
Hey, what's with your teeth?
It's gone green.
My teeth?
Yeah, they're green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, maybe not.
Hang loose, pal.
You talk funny, mister.
I'm not going to piss him off because he's helped me. Right. If I give Edna the picture... oh, am I going to have to bribe Trixie, maybe? I don't really want to bribe Trixie, but if that's the only way this is going to work...
I just want to make sure. Is this you on this postcard?
Yeah, that was my first photo shoot. You want me to autograph it?
That's okay.
Okay, so she ain't bothered about that. So let's show that to Edna. That might infuriate Edna.
You might want to take a look at this.
Why in the world would I be interested in... Oh, what have we here? Oh, sir! Mr. McFly! It appears your muse has been inspiring more than progress.
She'll get her fired.
Trixie? Oh, no, no, no. What are you doing with a dirty postcard?
What is she doing in a dirty postcard? I swear, Mr. McFly, if that doesn't convince you that Trixie Trotter is unfit to represent Hill
I
Valley...
don't need you to lecture me about who I can or can't hire, Miss Strickland. Trixie's darn good at what she does. I don't care if she was once the winsome wench of Winnipeg. Her past doesn't matter to...
The moose.
Trixie?
What is it, Audie?
You know I don't like to pry, but what state did you grow up in?
Province, Manitoba. Why?
Not even an American.
See,
She's
darling,
Canadian.
the charter specifically states that the Expo's hostess must be a U.S. citizen, so if you're really a Canadian...
I'm being fired? You are firing me?
I don't want to.
Here, take it back.
Well, I'm glad somebody's listening to reason.
Right.
Let's talk.
Ha! Good. Right, finally. Right, where's she gone? There she is.
Trixie?
I'll do it. I'll make that blue-nosed bitty eat her heart out.
That's great.
Nice.
I got it all planned out. When Emmett shows
But
up...
we gotta do it my way.
Huh?
I'm no good with improvising, and I ain't gonna memorize no lines. But I was in this play once. The Parlourmaid's Predicament. I figure I could lift a scene from that.
Okay.
Only, I need a few props.
Why am I not surprised?
Some furs, a big diamond. It doesn't have to be real, understand?
That makes it easier.
And something from this friend of yours, Emmett. Has he got a photo album?
I don't know. Probably.
Better bring it to me.
Furs, a diamond, and Emmett's photo album. And
Okay.
then...
Sit back and watch the fur fly.
Okay. So go to Emmett's lab. Right, okay. Can I go to the street?
The brown place is on Riverside Drive. Way too far to go on foot. I wonder how Doc's coming with the DeLorean.
Yeah, go in the car then. Run across. You get in the DeLorean?
Have you figured out what's wrong with the times?
Not sure. Possibly. It seems to me to be a simple.
No worries,
wiring issue,
Becca.
but I'm
Thanks for
double-checking
tuning in.
to make sure.
Take care.
All the basic equipment
See you soon.
appears to be functional.
Any chance I could borrow the DeLorean? I want to drop in on young you at the lab.
Well, I don't know. The time circuits.
Listen, I promise I won't take it to 88.
Even so, I'm worried about letting it out of my sight while it's still behaving unpredictably. Tell you what, I'll take it on a test drive 1 minute into the past. If it passes the test, I'll let you borrow it.
Okay.
It worked. Didn't it?
I'm afraid not. In
Hmm.
fact, the discrepancy appears to be getting worse. I arrived 6 hours ago.
Oh, Too bad.
Oh.
I didn't want to risk undoing any of the work you've done thus far, so I kept out of sight. But the time lag wasn't entirely a waste. I stopped by the hardware store and bought the parts for a chronometric analyzer.
A what?
A diagnostic device. See, I plug it into the time circuits and set them to cycle. When the green light goes off, I should have the data I'll need to understand the scope of the problem.
Hey, no driving the exhibits off the lot!
Looks like you'll have to find another set of wheels if you want to get to the lab.
Right, well, there's two options here. We've got what's his face with the truck, or we could go to the Car of the Future Expo bit. Let's go to the Cars of the Future tent.
Come see the Cars of the Future. Brought to you by Statler DeSoto.
Can I actually go? No, I can't. Maybe I'm going to have to get what's-his-face to drive me in the truck. The truck?
No keys. I'll have to find my wheels somewhere else.
What if I talk to Cue Ball?
Hey, buddy.
Oh, good. He's back.
What are you hauling here?
What kind of stuff have they got you hauling here?
How the heck would I know? Electro this, robo that, dynamo the other. It's all Greek to me.
Seriously, about your teeth?
Seriously, man, what's going on with your teeth?
It's nothing. Nothing.
Oh, crap. What's wrong?
It's these.
Dr. Frinkle's algae cakes?
A crate of them fell off the truck while I was unloading it, and I just can't stop eating them. How was I to know they'd turn my teeth green?
Well, the algae part might have been a clue.
Please don't rat me out the Audie, okay? I really need this job.
No problem, but you better let me keep the cakes.
Sure thing, pal.
Okay, so... Okay.
Stay out of trouble, Cue Ball.
That's what I'm trying to do.
Right. You need some new wheels to get all the way across to Emmets' lab. There's a familiar set of wheels lurking out in front of the high school. Check out the Hill Valley of the Future exhibit. Ah, okay. Right, I didn't see that bit, so let's... I can't run that way. That's the Hill Valley exhibition. Go past Trixie. Ah, here we go. Hill Valley of the Future exhibit. Let's have a look.
I wonder if that has a massage setting.
Showerhead. Courthouse of the Future. Diorama. Train of the Future. It's a skateboard.
My future wouldn't be built so shoddily.
Hi, Miss Strickland. I was just...
Break what you like, Mr. Callahan. It's no skin off my nose. Just keep away from Emmett's booth. Speaking of whom, I'd better go see what's keeping him.
I'll check on him.
I'll go check on him for you. I was just heading there anyway.
No, you weren't. The last thing he needs is another distraction at the 11th hour.
But...
Tut, tut. Not another word. I've got the rest of the day all mapped out.
Miss Strickland!
I'm sorry, I don't recognize you. Heavens, you shaved off your hair, but... Carl Sagan?
I'd like a word with you, if I may.
I'm not sure it would be seemly for me to be seen in the company of an alleged arsonist.
I think it may be in your best interest. You see, I know what you're up to.
Let's go somewhere where we can talk privately.
I know what you're up to.
Go. I'll keep her occupied till you get back.
Go on then, Marty. Get on that skateboard. Okay, so use the skateboard.
Hang on, Emmett. Hope you're ready for a big breakup.
Whee! Off we go. Nice.
Emmett?
Oh, Kid Tannen.
Thanks again for your assistance, Detective Parker.
Detective? What the hell is Kid doing here?
Nothing criminal, I assure you. I was just getting a mind map of Mr. Tannen for our exhibition at the Expo. The authorities wouldn't allow Edna and I to stage a demonstration of the mental alignment meter with a violent felon, but this little baby is just as good. Okay, let's see. Now, what's next? Check the stew, sort the maps. Ooh, I almost forgot that.
Edna really is cracking the whip, isn't she?
Well, yes, but she's got my best interests at heart. Without her, I can get so distracted. Did she send you down here to check up on me?
Yeah, she wanted to come herself, but...
She's busy too, I know. Well, you're a poor substitute for Edna's lovely features, but make yourself at home.
Thanks.
No thanks are necessary. Without you, I'd never be where I am now. In love with the woman of my dreams. And a mere 6 hours from my first public triumph as a scientist. Wait a minute.
Okay.
6 hours? Jumping Jehoshaphat, I'm running out of time!
Okay, so I need to find some items, don't I? Convince Edna that Emmett isn't a model citizen. So I need to find... No worries, thanks for tuning in, mate. I'll see you soon. Night, fella. Mysterious button.
How does the mental alignment thing work?
Here, I'll show you.
Hey!
The test subject wears this mind mapping helmet, which probes the brain by measuring fluctuations in skin conductance and electrical resistance on the surface of the parietal lobe.
Uh-huh.
That's gone straight
When
over
I
my
turn
head.
on the mind mapping helmet with this radio switch, the subject is exposed to a series of visual stimuli intended to provoke a series of positive or negative responses, as indicated by these lights on the helmet.
Hey, is that...
As the responses are recorded, they're relayed to this special typewriter, which prints out a punch card that represents the subject's mind map.
Huh. Okay.
All I see is a bunch of holes.
Well, to you, maybe. But to our mental alignment meter, this mind map is nothing less than a peek into your subconscious. Observe as I place your mind map into the MAM.
Layabout.
Layabout? Is that machine calling me a slacker?
No, your own physiological responses did.
Christ. Okay. Fish tank. What's in the fish tank?
How goes the bacteria farm?
Not so hot. The bacteria have kind of gotten out of control. I had to put a clamp on the nitrogen tube to keep the stench from flooding the lab.
Okay. If Emmett made a mind map of himself, maybe I'll show that he's not the model citizen he appears to be. Okay. Ask him if he's got a mind map of himself. That's easy enough. Go all the way around. I'm going to have to walk all the way around just to talk to him. How silly is that?
Hey, Emmett, got a sec?
Why, yes. In fact, I've got several.
How serious are you and Edna? Is this... Hi. Great, if you two what's your new clothes? Let's go see Frankenstein. How are things with your dad?
So, you and Edna,
See.
how serious are you guys?
Well, we both enjoy a good joke every now and then, but I'd say on the whole we're fairly serious people. Why do you ask?
No. What I mean is, how serious is your relationship?
Oh, well, as a scientist, I can't state this with 100% confidence, but I'm provisionally certain that I'm head over heels in love.
Really? With Edna?
What can I say? She's my muse. In the week since we've been courting, she's given me so many wonderful ideas.
Is all that stuff part of your expo?
Is all this new stuff what you're showing off at the expo?
Yes.
Oh shit!
It's our mental alignment meter.
Mental alignment meter?
It's there on the... Forget it. Oh, I've got it.
What's a mental alignment meter?
It's literally there on the board. I've just seen it.
Piece of technology since the cotton gin.
What does it do?
It reads and interprets the subconscious desires of the human mind.
Anyway.
You look busy. Why don't we talk later?
Sure thing.
Emmett's mind map.
If I'm gonna take Emmett's mind map, I better replace it with another.
Well, take...
The mind of a degenerate criminal.
That's Kid Tannen's mind map, as captured by our mind map helmet.
You could tell he's a criminal just by looking at this?
No, but when it's fed into the mental alignment meter...
Yeah, but we've already seen this. Oh, well, we've seen his one. Degenerate criminal.
Weird.
Weird nothing. It's science.
What's this?
That's a can of used motor oil, rocket fuel waste, and assorted chemical sludge left over from my abandoned rocket car.
Gross.
Accounting doesn't enter into it, but it is disgusting. Would you mind disposing of it on your way out?
Sure.
Okay, so I picked up a can of oil for some reason. Stew pot.
Hey, Emmett, what's cooking?
That's an old Brown family recipe for Hassenpfeffer.
Hassenpfeffer?
Rabbit stew. The trick is to add the cumin an hour after the carrots. Take a whiff. Isn't that just about the best thing you've ever smelled in your life?
It's, powerful, yeah.
I've got it on a slow boil for later.
Okay, so maybe I can stack of mind maps.
What's this?
The mind map cards from the dozens of subjects I've tested during the last few weeks. I've got to get them sorted before the expo begins.
Why?
Edna's got this grand scheme to catalog all of Hill Valley citizens by their mental alignment. Isn't that cute?
Not really.
No. Okay. Edna seems really impressed by Emmett's clean new look. Maybe you should dirty him. Oh, use the oil can. Right, okay. So, I'm going to use the oil can on him. So it's accidentally spilled the oil on him.
Hey, Emmett, I've got a... Whoa! Whoops.
What the heck?
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry. Your suit's ruined. Edna's gonna be royally PO'd.
Wrong.
What?
When Edna gave me this suit, I realized that the probability of me keeping it clean was infinitesimally remote, so I spent a few hours whipping up this.
Ha!
Whoa! What was that?
A chemical compound capable of wiping the grime off any surface.
Foxy says,
Emmett,
to be honest, I have no idea what's
Not
going on
anytime
because I've never
soon,
seen
I'm
Back to the
afraid.
Future.
Due to an
Fair
inherent
enough.
instability in its molecular
This is
makeup,
almost
after
like the
12
fourth
hours, the cleanser's
film
component
that
chemicals
never
break
existed.
down into a series of cloth-shredding enzymes, rendering it unsuitable for commercial use.
Wait a minute. Does that mean your suit's gonna dissolve in 12 hours?
Hey, gods, no. The solution dissipates into the air
Imagine
after
that.
it's applied.
I'll clean
but
my
it
suit
does
and then it
mean
dissolves.
that after this batch of cleanser ages another 11 hours and 53 minutes, it would eat away this suit faster than 1,000 starving moths. And that would be a crisis of unimaginable proportions.
Why?
Because this suit belongs to Edna's grandfather, who wore it on his wedding day.
Oh,
Poor guy
okay.
was gunned down just a few years later.
Emmett?
Well, enough wool gathering. Back to work.
So if I can sabotage, you'll never mess up Emmett's suit while he's got the shower of cleanser around. How is Emmett going to clean himself at the expo? Click on the cleanser shower. Straight to the point. If you could...
I don't want to get that covered in any messy...
Oh, no. Forget that. Come out of that. That's it.
That cleanser doesn't seem very portable.
It isn't, but this is.
A perfume bottle?
Yes.
Okay.
No. I mean, yes, it's a perfume bottle, but inside is a concentrated dose of my all-purpose cleanser. With a little luck, this should last me through the next 12 hours before its component chemicals break down into a series of cloth-destroying enzymes.
Clever.
Right, can we nick that then?
What the hell is that?
What?
Doink! Yeah, nicked it.
Sorry, I thought I saw a tarantula.
Okay. What else? So we've nicked that. It's kind of good for cleaning off all sorts of sticky substances. Why don't you test it out on something? You've already seen how good it is on motor oil. Why not try it on proto motor oil? Use the cleanser on the furs in the Hill Valley of the past display. On the furs, okay. Hey Zenkai, how you doing? Okay, exit.
What?
I was just thinking about the future. All that talk about Edna's grandfather made me realize something.
Please let it
7
be
hours at the cinema.
lightning.
Oh my god, did you see all those films?
Can be short, sometimes brutally so.
How were they?
So why not seize the day and grab your happiness while you can?
I'm not sure I like where this is going.
I was saving this for next Valentine's Day, but why should I? I know what I want.
Oh, God, he's going to propose to her.
No.
I'm going to ask Edna to marry me. Right now.
No.
Oh, right. I'll wait until tonight at the expo. It'll
You
be
watch
much more
Cruella,
romantic
Conjuring
that
3,
way.
and Nomadland.
Think.
Yeah, I
By
said you
this
that.
time
What was your
tomorrow,
favourite one?
Edna and I will be engaged, and we'll be the
I fancy
toast
watching
of the
Cruella.
scientific
That looks really
community.
good.
And I owe it all to you.
You're welcome.
Right, so that's... Use the cleanse on the first... Right, can I go out then? At the door?
Hey, Emmett, I've got to go out for a while.
I thought Edna sent
Nice,
you to make
okay.
sure I wasn't getting distracted.
Well, you'll
I
be
want to go
fine.
see that then. Hey, back on the skateboard. Right, they're talking. Right, so there's a fair, Hill Valley of the Past. Says use the stuff on the. Oh, where's it go? Where are we going?
Press button to experience Hill Valley's primeval past. Okay, if this dinosaur is called a Tanninosaurus, I'm gonna... Oh, whew.
Right, dinosaur, a caveman, a volcano, button. Okay, forget about that. Let's have a look at this other one we were looking. So it says, look at the Emmets cleanser is good for cleaning all sorts of sticky substances. Why don't you test it on something? You've already seen how good it is on motor oil. Why not try it on proto motor oil? Ah, thank you, Mystic. Thank you for the 110 Corgo bits. How are you? Welcome. How's your day been? Oh, you haven't finished. You're on a break. Okay. Button. Right, press that button.
The century looks bright for our fair metropolis. Jump with us 50 years into the future for a peek at Hill Valley circa 1981. Courtesy of Hal's Hardware and the collective imagination of mankind. Could this be our venerable town square? Yes, indeed.
Knackered.
Though the
Don't finish.
form
Oh, you don't
looks
finish till
strange
4
and new,
a.m.
the
Oh my God.
function remains the same as ever.
That's
but
crazy
where
long
are
shift.
all the people? Why, they're underground. A network of burrows extends a mile into the earth, giving future Hill Valley's 10 million citizens plenty of space to work, play, and raise their families.
Okay. In the Hill Valley of the Past display. Well, that's not Hill Valley of the Past, that's Hill Valley of the Future. Hill Valley of the Past is over here. Maybe press the button.
Times may be hard in Hill Valley, but our present worries fade into insignificance when we ponder our Pleistocene past. Is the wolf knocking at your door?
14-hour
Be glad
shift.
He's not a
Bloody hell.
Tyrannosaurus, king of the ancient lizards.
And you're
if
doing
you
a
find
12-hour
yourself
shift on
drowning
Monday.
in debt, well, you
you get
could be
overtime
drowning
'cause
in
it's a bank
something a
holiday?
whole lot stickier, like the Hill Valley Tar Pit.
Jesus, you're doing more hours than
This
what I used to
peek
do.
into the distant past is brought to you by Lamont's House of Urban, reminding you fur is forever.
Okay. Can I use spray bottle? Oh, there's the fur.
It's a good thing I did this before Emmett's 12-hour time limit, where the cleanser might have dissolved the fur.
Okay, so now I've done that. What did Emmett say about the lifespan of his cleanser? After 12 hours, the cleanser breaks down into cloth-eating enzymes. Too bad you don't have 12 hours. Or do you? What happens every time Citizen Brown tests the DeLorean? Put the cleanser in the DeLorean and tell Citizen Brown that it's ready for a test. Okay, right, okay. Oh my God. Let's go this way. My character doesn't want to work. There we go. Come on, Mike. No, this way. Controls on this are a bit fiddly. Thankfully, I'll get paid and got 107. That's not bad. That's not bad. Ah, bloody hell. You extended your Tier 1 subscription through till July. Extended for 2 months. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mystic. Right, pick that up. Put that in a DeLorean. Chuck that in there. Hey,
It'll be
Moonlight,
safe in
welcome
there.
back. Okay, we need to talk to Doc. Get him to test the car again. Where's he gone?
Hey, Doc. I mean, Mr. Sagan.
Excuse me a moment, Miss Strickland. I've got her neutralized for the moment.
Awesome.
How's the
Cheers,
plan
Mystic.
proceeding on
Thanks
your
again.
end?
Really appreciate that. Thank you. About that gizmo search about Edna.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah. What am I supposed to look for again?
A signal that it's done evaluating the time circuits.
I don't
The
think
analysis
Moonlight's very
can
happy
take a
with
while.
her haircut.
Be sure let me know when the light turns green, and I'll take her out for another test run.
Tell him when it's... tell him when... Got Trixie out.
Good news. I think Trixie's gonna go along with my scheme.
Pursue whatever strategies you like, but please don't tell me the details.
Okay. Sorry about that. I'll check at the DeLorean. Can we see...
Doc said to tell him when the light on his
Go to bloody
diagnostic
sleep.
thingy went green. Hey, the light's green. That means Doc could take the DeLorean out again.
Mystic can't go to sleep. Mystic's got to finish at 4 a.m. at work. Sorry, did he say the light's green? No.
Emmets formula. Still as good as new.
Don't
Never
take
know when I might need to get some sticky substances
No.
out of some clothes.
Don't put that back. Put it back in the... Ugh. Put it back. That's it. Put it in the DeLorean.
Hey, the light's green.
Right. Now the light's green. Go tell him.
I need to talk to you.
Excuse me, my dear. Yes?
The light's green.
About that gizmo you've got hooked up to the DeLorean?
The chronometric analyzer?
Yeah, the light's gone green.
Wonderful. If the systems check out, I should be able to take it for another test run.
My beautiful
I've never run
face.
it shorter, Miss Strickland. I suggest you think about what I've been saying.
It's pretty.
Oh, I will.
Pretty. Right, here we go. Go on. Do it. Comes back.
When did
Still
you
on.
land this time?
9 hours and 37 minutes ago.
Ouch.
Frankly, it's
That's
starting
not
to get
long
a
enough.
little
It needs to be
difficult
12
avoid
hours.
running into myself. Still, the time jump yielded some interesting new data on the flux field. I'll run some more tests, and we'll see what we find.
Is there a way of getting him to go again? You've aged Emmett's cleanser a little bit, but it needs to age for 12 hours before it breaks down. Right, okay, so I'm going to have to get him to do this again. Can I check the car?
Nope. No green light yet.
Oh, shit. How do we get that to go green, then? Tier 3 also gives me 100 plus bonus. Oh, did it? Oh, I did not know that. You get... Wow, so you got way more bonus points. I didn't know. Because we were trying to figure out what else you get. But that's cool. So you basically earn Mojo Bites quicker than everyone else then. Yeah, because if you're not subbed, it's like you get 10 every 10 minutes, I think. And then it goes up. So that flipping heck, you're going to get a lot of Mojo Bites to use. Right. What, am I going to lie to him and tell him to take the car? You get 100. What, is that every 10 minutes?
I see. Well, you certainly do.
That sounds about right, though, doesn't it? 100 every 10 minutes.
Excuse me, my dear.
Not at all, Mr. Sagan. Take your time.
Much obliged.
What colour would you like, Moonlight? You can annoy Mag
Yes.
even more then. The light screen.
Your chronometer's gone green again.
Excellent. Let's hope this time my test run is a success.
Yes, you can. You can have light blue.
Sorry to desert you again.
There we
Yes,
go.
well, you've left me with
Ta-da!
plenty
There you
to
go.
think about.
Here you go. He didn't even bother to check the thing, so we lied to him. So he's going to take the car for a spin. Foxy's like, my orange!
Yeah, any luck this time?
Depends what you mean by by luck. My
The battle
arrival
between a
time
blue
was
and
off
orange.
again.
By how much?
Orange and blue
8
action.
hours this time. Gave me the chance to take in 3 showings of Frankenstein. Good movie. A bit implausible from a scientific
He went to
perspective, but I can see how
Zenkai.
my younger
He went to
self would
cinema
have
like
been
you. He watched 3
mesmerized.
films.
What about the DeLorean?
Oh, yes. I did get one critical piece of information. The chromium elements in my circuits became unstable during the temporal shift. I should replace them with titanium.
Great.
Now, unfortunately, titanium won't become commercially available till the Kroll process is perfected in 9 years.
It could be
9
called
years?
Blorange.
But there may be another
Blorange?
solution. I'm
I like
going to
that.
fire up the chronometric analyzer again. Then, while I'm stalling Edna, you can... Uh-oh. Where did Edna go?
Oh, shit.
The lab.
You better get down there before she makes the situation impossible. I'll tend to the DeLorean.
Okay, pick up the bottle, though. Oh, good, he has.
Age to perfection.
Okay, that's it. Whoop. Gonna back to the house.
Hey, Emmett, I'm back.
Oh, dear.
Oh, my.
You know, I thought
Who'd you love,
were coming
Discord
down
or
here to keep
Tunes?
Emmett focused on his invention.
Oh, she is. But she's generously scheduled brief canoodling breaks every 45 minutes to keep my mind fresh.
Time's up, dear. Let's get back to work.
Shall we?
Now, Mr. Callahan, what can
Tunes,
I do
of course. He's the hottest. I need to talk to Emma. I left something in the lab.
Can I go into the lab for a bit? I think I left something in there.
Sorry, but I'm afraid the lab is off limits until Emmett's finished tuning the mental alignment meter.
But...
No exceptions.
Carl Sagan wants
Mr.
to talk.
Sagan says he needs to talk to you back at the high school.
He does? Whatever for?
He wants to talk about his invention. He wants to talk about his escape. He has a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He says he's got a lead on the speakeasy arsonist.
He does he? Well, I'm not sure anyone cares about that old story anymore. But I suppose I could spare a few minutes in the service of solving a crime. Will you be all right without me, sweetheart?
It'll be
Hello,
tough,
Sammy. How
but
are
I
you?
think I'll
Good to
muddle
see you.
through.
Try to keep him focused. He's so easily distracted.
Okay, she's going to go off right. We managed to get rid of her.
I wish.
Okay, so now we're going to throw can of oil onto his suit.
Emmett?
What?
Your jacket's got a little,
Oh, no worries.
Okay, that didn't work. Let's try that again. Hello, random person. How you doing, Sammy? You good? Doing great now. Finally done working for the day. Awesome. You finished for the day. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. Very good. It's been a very good day. Cleanser is now sieving stew of cloth-destroying enzymes. That should mess up his suit. What are you waiting for? Head off to Emmett's lab and use the cloth-destroying enzymes on him. So can I mix that with that?
That doesn't need to be sprayed by fabric-destroying enzymes.
Oh, can I just destroy his suit?
There it is. I've been looking all over for my portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Where'd you find it?
Out by the trash.
That's strange. I haven't been out there for hours. Oh well.
Are you gonna spray your jacket? It's looking a little dusty.
Not until it's really dirty.
Right.
This cleanser doesn't grow on trees, you know. Well, some of the ingredients grow on trees, but the rest are synthesized polycarbonate
Really
detergent
dirty?
blends.
I can do that. I'll wait until you're at the expo to show Edna what a suit-destroying slob you can be. Now all I have to do is convince Edna that Emma's a degenerate criminal who's stepping out on her.
How are you today, random person? You know, Moonlight, you can call Sammy. You say, like, hi, Sammy. I know you haven't met Sammy before, but it's just like, hi, random person. How are you? It's quite funny. Right, let's see what it says. Emmett's cleanser is now sieving stew of cloth-destroying enzymes. That should mess up the suit. What about if I destroy... Can I do anything with Stu? I laugh out loud. I'm doing well. How are you?
That smells good.
Okay. Can we do something with this? Because it said it was... Undo the valve.
Ew.
Ugh. Did the clamp fall off again?
Yeah.
Put it back on. Oh, I don't even know why I keep that bacteria tank around. Every time the clamp falls off the nitrogen
I prefer
tube, it takes a
random
couple of
person.
minutes before
Sammy's
I can
now
get the
known as random
stench out of
person.
the air.
Sammy the random person. Sammy the random sunshine bear. That sounds cool. What are you waiting for? Head off to Emmets' lab and use the cloth-destroying enzymes on him. But I would, but he's now... What if I throw the oil over him again? Is that going to work?
Emmett?
What?
Your jacket's got a little,
No, no worries.
But then he uses that one. So do we need to... What about if we
You
could
want
do...
to use the portable cleanser?
Oh, I'm not going to waste my portable supply until I'm out of the lab.
I guess I'll have to wait until you're at the expo then.
Have to wait until he's out of the expo. Well then...
So after 12 hours, your cleanser just kind of turns into battery acid?
Battery acid?
Foxy,
Don't
yeah,
be
I'm not a random
ridiculous.
person.
It
I'm a happy
merely
fox.
turns into a brew of cloth-destroying enzymes capable
I
of
call any
rotting
person
away
I
any
haven't seen
fabric
on here
almost
before
instantly.
random person. That's fair enough.
Battery
Sammy has been
acid,
on here many a
really,
time, but I
was
don't
it?
think Sammy's been on here the same time that you've been on Moonlight. So hence how I know Sammy, but you don't. But there you go. Sammy the random sunshine bear. As you will always be known. I'm actually stuck now as to what to do. What are you waiting for? Head off to Emmets' lab and use the cloth-destroying enzymes on him. Well, I've tried doing that, but then it's not. What about if I just keep throwing oil on him until he runs out?
Emmett?
What?
Your jacket's got a little,
No, no worries.
Might have to look this up this bit because I seem to be going around in circles. I'll take it. The crazy
cleanser?
Oh, I'm not going to waste my portable
Crazy
supply until
caring,
I'm out of the
always
lab.
gifting
I guess
fox.
I'll have to wait until you're at the expo then.
Okay, so let's have a quick look then. I'm going to run a quick ad break because I'm running an ad break so I can look this up because I am now stumped on what's going on here. Because it's saying I've got to do something in here, but then he keeps saying about going back to the expo. So let's see what happens. I will literally run an ad break, and I'll be back in 3 minutes. Here we go. Sorry, dude.
Idea.
That's my fault.
Sounds to me like you should be working
I
on
was too busy
harder problems
reading
then.
the thing.
What? Sorry, I've got to get back to work.
Okay. Emmett gives you a demonstration. The machine on the right has 2 parts you can interact with. First is a power button that turns it on. Machine on the right. Use a generator.
I'd be careful of that if I were you.
Why?
The rocket fuel experiment must have stripped one of the teeth in the hand
2
crank.
parts you can
As a
interact with.
consequence,
First
if
is the
you
power
turn it
button
for
that
more
turns it
than
on.
10
The second is the
seconds,
slide advancer.
Sends out an electric shock.
Oh. Okay. 3 colours, right. So, where's the projector then? Slide advancer. Turn it
Nothing
on.
happened.
Well, that button advances the slides during the mind mapping test. It only works while the test is running.
So can I turn test on?
According to Emmett, this thing prints out mind maps.
Okay. So let's use it. I'm so confused.
Mind if I...
Go ahead.
Oh, nice. Right, okay. Hooligan.
Ah, that'd be Mr. Needleman's card. I'll just put this in the stack with the other hooligans.
Okay, but how can I... Hang on, slide... Map test... My map test switch. Ah, here we go. Orange, okay. Go back to orange. Done? Okay, this is good. You get your lights back, because we're looking right. Okay. So what I've got to do here, then, is... Oh, this is going to be nuts. I'm going to have to read through a guide, because this is really complicated. How the hell I would have ever figured this out, I don't know. So, let's just set that, so my screen's not going to time out. I'll make no queries that I'm actually cheating here, because I could not figure out this puzzle. Emmett gives you a demonstration. Machine will write 2 parts. You can do first the power button, then the second is the slide advance that goes for the various positions. Helmet Emmett is wearing has 3 colours, red, yellow and green. It's red when Emmett is upset and it's green when he is happy. The rest of the time it's usually yellow. You can make Emmett happy by using a record player or by lifting the lid of the soup. You can make him happy by using a generator or by turning the handle on the bacteria. If you've got some algae cakes, you can use them on Abbott. Right, okay. Think you understand everything. Let's get started. Turn on the machine by hitting the switch and you see a picture of Edna. Right, yes, there's a picture of Edna. Use a slide... Oh, hang on. A degenerate criminal dislikes Edna, so turn Emmets' helmet to red, either by using a generator... Okay. So use the generator or using the fish tank.
Ow!
Bingo. Okay. Then go to the thing, move the next picture. It's a picture of John Wilkes Booth. A degenerate criminal likes murderers, so turn Emmets' helmet to green by using the record player. Oh, this is so messed up. So put the music on.
Ah, that's the stuff.
So basically now it thinks his helmet likes murderers. Use the slide answer to get to the next slide. It's a picture of Officer Parker. God, this is so long-winded, man. No, don't turn it off. Shit. Turn it back on. What we got? Oh, bollocks. It's reset. Okay. So. Oh, I'll have to do it again. Alright, turn the valve. That'll make him angry. So basically, it'll basically think he hates his girlfriend.
Oh.
Okay. Got to be careful. Slide advancer. Then the picture of the murderer. Okay. Oh shit, I've messed that up. Put the... I should have...
Ah, that smells much better.
And then put the record on.
Oh.
Okay. Then let's do the next one. Now don't hit the switch. If I hit the switch, slide advancer. Okay. It's a picture of Officer Parker. Use the generator. No, 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 no. Don't do that. Electrocute him.
Ow!
And then get the horrible... Get the gas to go out.
Hey there, you stinky little bacteria.
Do it, do it, do it, do it.
Ew.
Okay, that's good. Right, now slide advance. It'll register that he's... Right. It's a picture of Tannen. So, use the pot of soup. Right, so he likes the music. Now use the soup. This is very long-winded for a puzzle, I'm not going to lie. Okay, and now we've got a green light. Record. Okay. Use the slides to get to the next slide. It's a picture of Edna's brother, who is also a generic dislikes small children. It's got to turn the helmet red again. Pardon me, sorry about that. So by turning it red, we can shock him.
No!
And then let the gas out again. This puzzle is crap, I'm not going to lie.
Ew.
Done. Right, so. Okay, now record the thing. Nice. And the next picture is a picture of Trixie. Oh, what's happened here? I just lost the thing. Right, so we've got to send his helmet green. So. Okay, that's it. And then record that. And that's the end of him, and that's his report. Okay. Use the slide. So slide map printer gives you analysis of it. Use the mind
Hey, Emmett, I think your mind map test is broken.
Oh, well, that switch just keeps shorting out on me. No time to fix it now. I'll have to take care of it at the expo.
Looks like I'm not going to be doing any more mind maps. I guess I'll test this out and hope for the best.
Yeah, so now use the card on the machine. Degenerate criminal. Nice.
Bingo.
That's
now
what
Emmett's mind map is as bad as Tannen's. Now all I have to do is swap this out with Emmett's original mind map, and Emmett's own machine will do him in.
Okay, so swap at that. Controls don't want me to. Oh, come on. I hate these controls. Are so fiddly. There you go. Right, do it. While he's not looking.
Emmett, get ready to meet the new you.
Hey!
What?
I almost left behind my mind map card.
Oh,
We're going
good.
to show it off
Right,
at the
let's
expo as a rare example of a model citizen. Edna kill me if I forgot that.
She might kill you anyway when she gets a look at that mind map.
Likes Emmett because
Once Emmett
he's
gets to the
faithful
expo,
her.
I'll try
If he
to
was
figure out
cheating
how
on
to
her
get
with
him to
another
put his
woman,
card in the
however.
mental alignment meter. But for now, I better concentrate on making Emmett look like he's fooling around on Edna.
There you go. It's another achievement. A not so beautiful mind. Crafting on my map of Emmett reveals to be a degenerate. Right. Emmett isn't going to cheat on Edna. Marty's just going to make him seem like that by convincing Trixie tries to prevent him. Trixie's open idea of breaking up with Edna because she strongly dislikes Edna. However, Trixie doesn't know. What did you talk to Trixie the first time? I've done a lot of this. Talk to Trixie. She was in a play. Diamond is in the Hill Valley of the Future exhibit. Okay, so let's exit. We're going to go back to the expo.
Marty.
Okay.
Doc!
What's all the activity?
What's all the hustle and bustle?
It's almost time for the opening ceremony.
Holy jeez, I better work fast. I think I got it all worked out.
Okay.
When it all comes together, Edna will think you're the worst guy in town. I just need a couple more pieces.
Well, don't go to too much trouble.
What do you mean? Oh,
You fix the
got
DeLorean?
the time circuits fixed.
Not exactly. You see, I've been mulling things over, and in the timeline you're from,
The right timeline?
Yes. I've got a wife.
A great wife, Clara, and kids, and a dog, and a bitchin' time train, and
Edna? How does her story turn out? How does she end up?
Oh, well, Edna ends up...
Happy and fulfilled.
She's doing great. She's got a full life, lots of friends, always busy.
She's got a fellow?
Sure, lots of them.
Lots of them? She's a tramp?
No, what I meant to say was...
Let's start over. How does Edna end up?
It's best not to
You're
know.
not really supposed to know these things in advance. It's bad luck.
But you told me how my story turns out.
Yeah, but...
And it's not as if I'll be in a position to do anything about it once my younger counterpart's destiny
Okay,
has
this
shifted.
conversation's not going well.
I imagine I'll be folded into the new timeline, and I'll probably lose all memory of the old one.
Maybe.
So tell me, just to satisfy my curiosity, what's going to become of Edna?
Okay, alone and miserable.
To be honest, she ends up kind of sad.
Sad?
She lives with some cats in a dinky little apartment, and she spends most of her time yelling out her window at people, and collecting newspapers, and living in the past.
I see.
Okay, it's been waved back.
Perhaps we've been going about this problem the wrong way. Do we really have to completely obliterate my timeline so we can restore yours?
Doc?
Maybe we could have the best of both worlds. I could be with Edna, but it could be a little bit, more healthy.
Can you hear yourself? Do you know what you're saying? Let me remind you.
That's not going to work. She turned Hill Valley
It was her influence that led you to take over Hill Valley and turn it into this nightmare state.
Come now. It wasn't as bad as all that. The crime rate was low, and the uniforms were nice.
I don't believe this.
All I'm saying is, let's stop and take a breath. This elaborate plan to derail my younger self's love life, is the short-term misery worth the long-term gain? Maybe we could find a third way. One where everybody wins. What do you think?
I can't.
No. I'm sorry, Doc. I can't go along with what you're saying. You don't belong with Edna.
So you're determined to break us up, in spite of my stated wishes?
Basically, yeah.
Then there's nothing left to say.
Where are you going?
Why should it matter to you? Aren't you planning on overriding me?
Damn. Oh, he's going. Shit, okay. Okay, so I'm now stranded here. Let's go to this exhibit. We need to get the diamond. There's a diamond here. Okay. Ugh, these buttons, man. Oh, God. There we go.
Agricultural advances will make it a breeze to feed our burgeoning population. Tired of waiting for Mother Nature to do her job? Just press a button. Presto! An artificial rainstorm drenches the valley's
there you go.
thirsty
'Cause that
crops.
was supposed to be like sunshine. Right. Okay. So we've done that. So now we're going to go back to the lab again. It's crazy how many times you have to go.
Hi, Trix.
Oh, hiya, kiddo. Say, wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but it wouldn't get her to break up with my friend Emmett.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your
I've got the
friend's photo
diamond.
album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Okay, so we're going to get the photo
I'm
album
itching to
next.
give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Hi, Trix.
Oh,
what?
hiya,
I didn't
kiddo.
say speak to
Say,
her.
wouldn't Wouldn't it be easiest if I just march up to that Strickland dame and give her a smack in the puss?
Well, it would be fun to watch, but...
Oh, the controls in
wouldn't
this
get her
game
to break
drive me
up with
around the
my
bend
friend Emmett.
sometimes.
Oh, right. You got all the props I asked for? The furs and the diamond? And your friend's photo album?
Not all of them yet, but I'm working on it.
Good. I'm itching to give Miss High and Mighty an eyeful.
Crazy. Right, don't speak to her. Go to the street. That's it. Go, 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 go. Back to lab. We're going to go get the photo album.
How's it hanging, Emmett?
No time for small talk. I've got machines to tune and mind maps to sort.
Right, what's happened there? Hang on, let me have a look. My headset's falling off as well, which is annoying. To get the furs and the photo, you have to go back to Emmett's lab. In the lab, go to the pot of soup. Next to it is an easel. I didn't see that. Where's that then? Ah. Examine it until the picture is bad.
What's this?
It's the placard we'll be putting in front of our booth at the expo.
The scientist that caught Kid Tannen?
A small exaggeration, but Edna says it'll attract investors. What do you think of the picture?
It's not so good.
You look a little... constipated.
What? Edna said I looked intense.
Yeah, intensely focused on taking it.
I get the picture. I'll have to find a better one. Unfortunately, there's a lot to choose from.
Photo album. Nice.
Heavy.
Extremely. Mother has been rather obsessive about photographically cataloging my life.
Okay. Pick up the photo. Is that the photo album? Where is the photo album?
Hey, Emmett, I've got an idea.
What?
Why don't I take your photo album over to Edna so she can pick out your new picture?
That's a great idea. She's got a better eye for these things than I do anyway. Thanks,
I don't know if my headset's
Don't mention it.
keeps falling off my head. Right, so we've done that. To get the furs, you need the cleaning fluid, which is the main part of the dress well puzzle. Take the can of motor oil, which I've done, which you need a bacteria tech lab. Examine the shower cleaner, then take the small bottle of cleaner, return to the expo and examine the hill valley of the past exit. Use the cleaner on the caveman to get the furs. Ah, crap. Have I got the furs? No, so I need to... Oh, crap. I'm gonna have...
So after 12 hours, your cleanser just kind of turns into battery acid?
Battery acid? Don't be ridiculous. It merely turns into a brew of destroying enzymes capable of rotting away any fabric almost instantly.
Caveman to get the furs. Right, I need
battery
to
acid.
Got to go all the way back. That's annoying. If I'd known that, I would have done that while I was back there. Here we go. Right. Go, 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 go. Need those furs on that thing. Don't talk to Trixie. I don't want to talk to Trixie. No offense, Trixie. So, use this. Ah, shit, though. We can't, because he took it. I can't do that, though.
Let's slip out of those furs,
Oh,
shall we?
you can take it anyway. Nice. Okay, now we can give the stuff to Trixie. So, give the furs to Trixie.
Hey, Trixie, are these furs good enough?
Well, they're a little ratty, but they'll work. How about the diamond in the photo album?
I'll get them to you.
Well, got them. Hang on. Photo album.
I brought Emmett's photo album like you asked.
Let's see. Gee, he's not bad looking. In an egghead kind of way.
Remember, I don't
We
want
can
you
do this.
seducing him for real.
I'm determined to
Put it
get
in a
through this.
Creole robber, kiddo.
There's always one
Now
puzzle
bring me
that
that
stumps
diamond,
me.
and we'll be in
The
business.
rest I seem to do all right on, but... Thank you so much, Moonlight. We'll definitely be doing Jackbox on Wednesday night.
Say, pretty snazzy for a phony rock. Gimme.
Nice. Okay.
Keep that up, and I may take a real shine to ya.
I'd rather you take a fake shine to Emmett.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
So, you got everything you need for your big scene?
Everything except for your friend.
Emmett Brown, redheaded guy about yay high. He'll be the one with Edna Strickland.
Not for long, he won't.
Great.
It's compound clues for seconds. Right, Emmett turns up. Nice. Okay. We still need to ruin his suit to make this work. Some of this I've already done, so I'm just reading. The 12 will destroy Emmett's suit. Choose spray clean on the cavemen in the hill valley of the past. Is it? Light the door and turns green. Put the spray cleaner in the time machine. Done all that. Go to Emmett's lab. Time machine is green. Examine it and tell Doc the light is green. He takes the car on another trip. Doc returns to a short amount of time. So the cleanser has now been aged to the point where it will dissolve Emmett's suit. The bad news is that Edna has left the expo to go see Emmett. Marty picks up the cleanser, then goes to the lab where he sees Emmett and a good kiss. Tell Edna and Carl wants to talk, so she goes off. Give the bottle of cleanser to Emmett. Right, okay, good. This is the last bit. Once Marty's get all three things, or where he's very close to going, he does the faithful to Edna puzzle. Returns to Expo. Marty talks with Doc after talking to Edna for a long time. Doc isn't sure that he wants to ruin the relationship, which he's done, so he's gone off. Tell Doc and Edna ends up alone and miserable. Doc will disappear. Doc leaves upset. Once all three puzzles are solved, Emmett appears at the Expo. Use the can of oil on him. Okay, right, here we go then. We're nearly there, nearly there. Moon's like, yo! So now we finally got those items. We can chuck the can of oil. Again, he's going to use the temporary spray.
Hey, Emmett, what's keeping you?
Oh, hello, Harry. I guess I've got a mild case of stage fright. I'm about to play my big scene, you know? No telling how Edna's gonna react.
You've, got something on your suit.
Oh, so I have.
So we use that now, which is age, so it's going to dissolve his suit.
Anti-stain formula, work your magic.
Wait for it.
Emmett!
Just in the nick of time.
Oh, it didn't work, did it?
Step back now. We're gonna need a little space here.
Oh, aren't you a vision? Like something that descended from the heavens.
Yes, I'm feeling a bit elevated at the moment. There's something I've just
Is
got to
his
ask
suit
you.
going to dissolve while he's standing there
I've
talking
been
to
holding
her?
it inside for weeks now, and I've simply got to get it off my chest.
Oh.
Oh, literally is.
Uh-oh.
My grandfather's suit!
My formula! Oh. Look! Turn your head! I'll be right back, and we can try this all over again.
Emmett Lathrop Brown!
Huh?
Trixie Trotter, how do you know this woman?
I don't. I mean, I listened to some of her records, and I may have taken a picture or two of her, but
Go on. Deny to the world that you know me. Perhaps it is true, but I know you all too well.
What is going on here?
You rich boys are all alike. You think material possessions can compensate for a broken heart? Well, you can take back your furs and take back this gaudy diamond, too.
Ouch!
I don't need your expensive presents. I need you. And more importantly,
Tag teaming on
little
girls. I
Emmett
know.
Jr. needs
It's all the
you.
setup, though.
Well,
Edna,
Don't Edna me. Apparently you are not the man I took you for.
But I am, see?
He's going to put the mental alignment test now, and it's not going to work.
The mental alignment meter proves it. I am the man you fell in love with.
Let me see that card.
It's going to say that he's a criminal. You watch.
I should have known. A degenerate criminal.
What?
Get out of my sight! I never want to see you again!
Thing is, Edna's evil, so this is quite sad that he's splitting
rough,
them
Emmett.
up.
I'm
But she's
sorry
not a
you
nice
had to
person.
go through it, but things are gonna be okay. You and me can... Emmett?
Emmett's just buggered off.
That went off great, huh?
Yeah. Maybe too great.
Okay. So here we go.
Emmett!
Marty's bombing around on his skateboard in 1930. Breaking up is hard to do.
Emmett!
Go away.
Come on! I'm sorry you had to go through that scene at the expo. Things didn't work out the way you expected, but everything's gonna turn out okay. See, I know how this story turns out, and...
He's just phone.
The story is
over.
over.
He's on top of the courthouse. Stir up emotions by saying you care. Listen to me.
Listen to me, Emmett. Do exactly as I say. Don't do anything.
Why not? Listening to you has worked out so well for me thus far.
He's going to go up to the courthouse and try and talk him down.
They say I'm crazy, got no sense, but I don't care. They may or may not mean offense, but I don't care.
Stop!
Bit dramatic, I know. Ooh.
What are you doing up here?
Don't jump!
I wasn't gonna jump.
Then what do you...
This is where I come when I want to think.
Oh, fair enough.
When I want to be
That's all right,
alone.
Then. Oh.
All the sad drama, indeed.
What are you thinking about?
Can't you take a hint? I don't want you here. I don't need you.
You don't know what you need.
And you do?
As a matter of fact, yeah. You need...
engage your emotions.
To get some perspective, think about it. All the people who have it even worse than you. For instance, Frankenstein's monster.
Frankenstein. I tell you that my very life force is drained away, and you want to talk about Hollywood monster movies.
It's a very inspirational monster movie. Especially the scene where they bring the monster to life.
Reality
there's
TV
this
at
big
its
gurney
finest.
that lifts him up
Here we
into
go.
the air and,
Change the lights again.
See, there's this wild storm
You want
going
light blue?
on, and lightning crashing everywhere. It's amazing.
There you go.
You just gotta see it, Emmett. It'll change your life.
Look at my helmet. Which light is flashing?
Yellow.
Yellow.
Fox is like, no, my orange.
Movies. I don't care about anything anymore, and I never will.
Don't give me that. You care.
You care about inventing. You care about love. You care about inventing.
Still care about inventing things.
It is. It's
Inventing
serious
is
battle.
overrated.
Battle of the colours.
99% hype, 10% fraud. Name one invention that ever did anybody any good.
How about...
The light bulb.
Think about Edison and the light bulb. That was a great invention.
Yeah, might have been. If there was anything in this miserable world worth illuminating.
Okay. The car.
The automobile was a great invention, right? You love cars.
It rages on with fires as heated as the passion of the artist.
I may be struck
Nice.
by one today.
The telephone.
The telephone. Think how that invention has revolutionized the whole world.
Yes. Now a person can be rejected long distance.
Help me out here.
You're getting on my nerves, Callahan. At least you would be if I still cared about anything.
You care about me.
Me? You care about me, Doc.
You?
Yeah.
You did this to me.
If the fire is hot
Did
enough,
what?
the water
I
evaporates.
was perfectly content drudging away in my dad's law office. You
What's
show
your
up
star
out
sign?
of nowhere, get me
There you
all
go.
excited about inventing and disappear. 2 months
Nice.
later, you show
Yeah,
up
it's
again,
nice
you
and
trick
hot
me
as
into
fuck.
making a hero out of myself and getting involved with Edna Strickland. Then you appear a third time and pretend to be my friend just so you can yank the rug out from under me and send me sprawling into the dirt.
Okay, I can work with that.
You have to tell him the truth.
I loathe you, Harry Callahan. Or is that even your real name?
No, it's not.
Marty. My name is Marty.
Oh, so everything you've told me's been a lie.
More or less.
Why? Why did you ruin my life?
I did it for the hell of it.
Did it for fun.
You ruined my life for fun?
Yeah, that's how I get my kicks.
You bastard. And all that time you spent building up my dreams, telling me I was going to be a great scientist.
Don't play with fire. You're delusional.
Yeah, what a laugh. Dreams are only for people with guts enough to follow them.
There you go,
You're
that gets
saying
him off.
I don't have guts?
You? Look at you.
What do you know? A person like you? You don't know the first thing about me. I have more dreams in my little finger than you'll ever have.
Hey, daydreams don't count.
Daydreams? That's what they said to Edison. That's what they said to Einstein. That's what they said to
Dr. Frankenstein?
Yeah, and look what they accomplished. I'm sick of people telling me what I can and can't do. First my father, then Edna, now you. Listen to me, good. From now on, I'm living my life my way. I'm taking my own advice and I'm following my own ideas. My ideas. Do you hear me? My ideas. Wait, Scott, I've got it.
Got what?
The solution. My invention. I know how to make it work.
Mental alignment meter?
No, my airborne personal transport device.
The rocket car?
Not rockets at all. That was my mistake. The basic idea was sound, but the propulsion system was unworkable. But the lightning. Suddenly the answer is clear.
Here we
Came to
go.
me all at once, like
a bolt of lightning?
Exactly. Static electricity. Super ionized static electricity powering the asynchronous oscillation of frictionless plates inside the... What's this stupid thing doing on my head?
Emmett, you're you again.
Here I've been wasting my time with silly mind-reading tricks when there's serious science to be done. And the expo begins at 8.
Let's get the hell out of here before anything else happens.
Yeah.
What?
I said, let's get out of here.
That statue's gonna... Oh! Uh-oh. Okay, not good. Oh, you go. Hello, Dan. How you doing? Ah, raid. Bloody hell. Cheers, Dan.
It's not going anywhere.
I need to talk to Emmett.
Emmett!
What?
Did it work? I don't know. It hasn't come up and said that you've raided. Oh, it has now. It has now. It has now. It was a bit delayed. There you go. Thank you, Dan. Raiding with a party of 3. Yeah, Moonlight, you don't know Dan. Dan is part of Chelsea's group. Blue versus orange. It's all good. It's working now, mate. Thank you very much for that. Got anything useful?
Got anything useful on you?
Only my wallet. Oh, and this portable anti-stick, anti-stain formula. Oops.
Oh, shit, he's dropped it. Okay. Go through the hatch or climb down the rope to reach the ground. Can I climb down the hatch?
Hang in there.
Very funny.
Right, can I climb down the hatch? I want to get that bottle. Where's the bottle? There's a statue. Cleanser spray bottle.
Emmett's solution. This stuff's dangerous.
Bro, I ain't having this debate. What, blue versus orange? Suggest a poll. Okay. All right, we'll do that. Hang on 1 second. Manage a poll. Choose black. Well, tell you what. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it really complicated, this one. So, which colour is better? Oh, if it lets me. Oh, it's been a bit slow. Give me a second. Thank you, Haddycorn. So, we're going to vote. Which... Oh, God blimey. Which colour is better? And we're going to put... Orange. Blue. Black. Red. I'm going to randomly throw one in there as well. Here we go. Thank you, Haddycorn. Really appreciate that. I want to stretch. Let's get that going. There's a poll going. It says 5 answers. Go wild. Go wild with the poll. There you go. I'll take the stretch. Thank you very much. Ooh. Here we go. Nice one. What did I make Mag do? You made me do a poll. There you go. And you got to decide. There you go. You got 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. Thank you, Haddycorn. Thank you for the follow. Greatly appreciate that. So you can basically pick. It's like some random things now. Right, while we're doing that, we're going to try and save the dock. Dan's going for blue. It's all started, Haddycorn and Dan, because they keep spending the mojo bites to change the colour from orange to blue to orange to blue to blue to orange to orange to blue. So now we've just turned it into a poll. There you go. Okay. Click on the left and right buttons to make Marty swing the rope. Oh, what am I doing?
Can't undo the knot.
Can't undo the knot. Oh, hang on. Go through the hatch or climb down the rope to reach the ground. Pick up the bottle of cleanser. Then go to the statues on the courthouse. Oh, use the cleanser on the rope. Okay. So, let's use that on that. That'll loosen the rope. There you go. Then, where's the rope?
That's not going to help Emmett.
Why not? Click on the left and right. Oh, sorry. Click on the rope.
Can't grab it from here.
I'm going to have to go back up the courthouse doors. Okay. Moonlight is just dropping all her points.
Hold on!
I wasn't planning on doing anything else.
Not all of her points. Dan changed it to blue earlier. You did as well. And dark blue. Yeah, you had dark blue as well. Right, we're going to swing this rope. No, swing it. Don't. Ah, okay. Swing. 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 There's a couple of votes. 40 votes for black so far. 3 points for blue. 1 for thing. Well, it'll tell us who spent the most channel points at the end. Right, hang on. What am I trying to do here? So, go over, click on left and right buttons to make Marty swing on the rope. Swing fast and enough to the rope reach Emmett. Then click on Emmett. Oh, God. Right. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. I'm swinging properly now. Oh, I ran out. I've got to get back up. Oh, that was crap. Right, do it again. I don't know how it is. Damn, someone else is messing with this democratic poll. Who, not home. We know what you meant. Don't worry. Come on.
I still can't reach you.
Okay.
Maybe you should employ centripetal force.
I'm trying. I'm trying to swing, man. Here we go. Oh, it's not letting me swing. Oh, man, that's rubbish. Change the lights in it. What colour do you want, Dan, to change the lights to? I've got to get on this bloody rope as well at the same time. Dark blue. Okay, dark blue it is. There you go. There's dark blue. This is funny. Okay. Right, swing. Yes! I've got him. Oh, God, we got the dog caught.
Let's get out of here.
Your pants, they're stuck.
Do something before we're crushed.
Use the cleanser. Use the cleanser.
What are you doing?
That's it. It'll disintegrate his trousers.
What did you say your name was again?
Marty.
Marty?
Okay.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Tungsten. The catalyst will need to be made out of tungsten, given the temperature within the converter will no doubt be intense. We'll have to harvest the filaments from all the light bulbs in my house.
Your invention. You think you can finish it before the end of the
Moon's
expo?
like, love you, random person.
I've got to. My future depends on it.
Then let's go.
Of course, the oscillating plates will need to be calibrated precisely. Even the slightest misalignment could cause the magnetic field to fluctuate in intensity.
Foxy's like,
the results
damn
could
it, Dan.
considerably be catastrophic.
Here we go.
Okay.
Last couple of
I
seconds of
thought
the
exactly.
voting.
Science should be messy and unpredictable, or else where's the
Here we
fun
go.
of it?
Moonlight contributed 7,600 channel points. Oh, he's going to go.
Mr. Sagan, got the kinks worked out of your car?
There you
of the
go.
future?
Not all of them.
Black is the best colour out of blue, orange, red, and green, and black. There you go.
As usual, I have not the slightest idea what you're talking about. In fact, you remind me of someone I used to...
There, my dear, don't worry. I'm sure we'll all turn out well in the end.
So now what's he going to
Maybe
do?
for everyone else, but I suddenly feel
This is gonna
very
ruin
much like
things.
someone who's going to be alone and unloved for a very long time.
Moon's like,
Maybe
yeah,
I
I
should get
picked black, so what?
Nonsense.
Fine,
I
I'll
say
forgive him because of that beautiful
100%
emoji.
certainty that you're going to have a long and fulfilling life.
How can you know that?
I think you'll find I know almost everything worth knowing
There you
about
go.
you and young Emmett and his friends. Tell me, how much do you know about Harry Callahan?
To be continued, ladies and gents. There you go. I think Foxy was talking about me, not you. Oh, Dan. There you go. Yeah. Foxy knows that you're a she, Moonlight. Don't worry.
I realized that it wasn't Edna that made my life miserable. It was science. She used my science to turn Hill Valley into a police state. If Emmett doesn't go through with a demonstration at the expo, his dreams of being a scientist will dim just enough for Edna to step back into his life and steer him down another path.
Doc.
Moonlight's like, oh, okay, but you also wanted to clarify I'm as a hot AF female. That's it from me for tonight. I am back tomorrow night. Sunday, it's the last Sunday of the month, which means it is the VIP stream. So all VIPs will be playing and joining in. I'll still do a face reveal for you, Foxy. Ah, there you go. You can't ask fairer than that. But that's it from me. From now, I'm going to run my end credits, and then we're going to start. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow at 9:30 tomorrow night. And wherever you are in the world, have a great morning, great afternoon, or great evening. And I shall see you 9:30 tomorrow evening for the VIP stream. Take care. Goodbye.